Look,
Keith, go ahead, Keith.
I just want to flip back to Tim's camera for just a second because give it back. Damn it!
No, we're not doing it. What do you
There's
want?
a lot more interest going on there. I'm sorry, like completely distracted.
Is there a lady?
His laundry is still there. Tim? Can you have a sexy woman who just came into your room?
The sexy woman that came into my room?
Beautiful, beautiful girl came into your room.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of laundry over your shoulder right there. And then there's like a bag hanging. Yeah, that. Can you fix that? And then that. Yeah. Can you have her just like fold all of that?
Oh, come on.
Keith, you're a retard.
That's not laundry, that's your shoes.
Welcome to the Practical Pistol Show. My name's Ben Stoeger. I'm here to answer your shooting questions. Joining me today, we've got Tim Heron, Kansas City. Tim, say hello.
Hello. Oh, wait. Cool intro here.
Okay. Matt Hopkins, also from Kansas City. Kansas City, Kansas, right, Hopkins?
Missouri.
Yeah. The good side.
Yeah, the good side.
I don't know.
All right, Keith Martin from Sight Picture Media in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep, Area 6 for life, bitches.
Oh, God.
That's actually a pretty good intro.
That's a weird thing to be proud of.
Hey.
All right, guys, today we're talking about your gun. And does it really matter what kind of gun you use? Does it really matter? Okay. All right, and I'll tell you what, we'll talk about what email teed this up for me. Here it is. I shoot IPSC in Vancouver, Canada. I've been shooting it about a year, and I'm a C-class shooter. I expect to be B-class pretty soon. I use a plain old Beretta 92 FS. I've heard you guys hate on Berettas, but I happen to like it a lot. I really like the way it feels. The sights may not be adjustable, but they are bang on out to 50 meters.
It's a meter.
It's kind of like a yard. It seems accurate as I can point it. My plan is to keep shooting my Beretta until at least I make A-class, and then maybe worry about a racier production gun. I personally don't think a gun change will make a significant difference to my score until I'm at least that good. My question is, do you agree? Given that I like shooting it, at what level do you think a gun like a 92 FS is a significant impediment to a shooter's score? And how much really? Whoa. All right. Tim Heron, shooting that retarded SIG 320, how much is that hurting you, do you think?
He just joined. You're going to have to ask the question again.
Damn it, Tim.
What? I didn't touch anything.
All right. How much, shooting the stupid SIG 320, how much is that hurting you, do you think?
I don't think it's hurting me at all.
Not at all.
Nope.
All right, Hopkins, I'll ask you. How much is the SIG 320 hurting Tim?
I'm not answering that.
Oh.
All right, well, we will say there's such a thing as an
Why don't you just answer the
AccuShadow.
question?
What?
Yeah, there is an AccuShadow. Go ahead. I'd like to see where you're going.
Okay, so there's such a thing as an AccuShadow that you have not gotten.
Yes,
All right.
true.
So that would be a gun that most people would consider better than a regular shadow that you shoot, right?
Yeah.
But you don't even give a shit.
No. I don't
Okay.
think it's necessary in this sport.
Okay. Do you think a Beretta hurt me when I was shooting one?
No.
Nope.
Didn't really matter.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
For the record.
Here comes Keith. Here he comes.
Matt Hopkins would deny shooting a behind the slide bushing not AccuShadow before it was legal.
Do what?
You did not have the stealth AccuShadow?
No.
Okay.
What are you talking about, stealth AccuShadow?
Okay, we'll talk about it later off the air.
Keith, have you been drinking?
No, always.
Okay.
Is it a day that ends in Y?
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I don't know.
I'll hold it together.
All right. Well, I'll address this guy's question directly. I used to shoot a Beretta. It wasn't a standard Beretta. It was a Beretta Elite, and it was fine. It wasn't a big deal. I think if whatever gun it is, if that works for you and you like it and it's comfortable, rock on, man. It's not really going to matter a whole lot. I think there's a lot of guys that they feel like the gun matters, and then they go buy an AccuShadow. Hopkins, how many guys do you know who went and bought an AccuShadow because they thought it would help them, and then they got it and they're like, it's just not helping?
I think you're going to see that in any sport where that's gear driven as much as we are. Like the new hotness, everybody's going to buy it. They see some new holster, they're going to go buy it. They see some new gun, they're going to go buy it. Whatever perceived advantage they think they can, people are going to go find it.
Well, but then here's the problem: is the guy's saying that
right?
You're saying that shooting a shadow, and I have a stock too, so guys don't take it very seriously when I'm like, it's not really a huge advantage and it doesn't really matter, right?
Between the two?
Just shoot your Glock 34 and be happy with it if that's what works for you. People don't take you seriously if you're shooting a shadow.
That would be my question to you, Ben. I mean, obviously, part of it for you with replacing with your Tanfos was because your Berettas were pretty well just worn the fuck out, right?
Yeah, they're pretty smoked.
Okay, so if they weren't, or you were able to find a couple of more Elites, do you still think you'd be shooting that gun and probably be just as successful as you are now?
I don't think the guns really are that much better, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, I like them better, but I don't think they are better. Not super substantially, especially not for USPSA. You don't usually shoot past 15 yards, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, well, okay. Like, let me talk to. Let's talk about the guy who has the $6,000 open rig. Who's
that?
Everybody that shows up to like every club match since the dawn of time.
Well, this is Area 6, right?
I mean, come on, like any area. So the guy who can't hit anything, but it's the cost of the gun, the reliability of the gun, the mechanical accuracy of the gun is it's a mental cushion, right? So I know for a fact that if I miss, it's not the gun's fault. I can't blame it on anything, right?
And that's good for your self-esteem?
No, it's terrible for my self-esteem, actually, personally. But it's like the idea of there's a certain thing that you come to where you're like, okay, if I miss, it's definitely not the gun's fault. It's certainly my fault. And I think that a lot of people have this weird thing about my M&P is accurate like a laser beam in the 4-inch group. So,
I think there's
Ben's been squinting at me. It's been squinting at me because I'm not making myself clear, but I think that there's a.
Well, you're saying your M&P is accurate. I'm happy for you that you got a good one.
I don't have.
You found a good one.
The only good one. No, that was.
No, there's more. There's more. Yantola had good ones back in the day. Hopkins, what were you going to say? It sounded like it was going to be insightful.
Yeah.
I think there's another way to go about this. There is a certain point where you can buy a better gun, quote, better gun, that just has a better trigger that would eliminate some skill building there. Yeah. If you go from a 5-pound Glock trigger to a 1.5-pound STI trigger, you're obviously going to be able to shoot better. Does that mean your skill increased?
No.
I wouldn't say it does either, but I was going to leave that open.
No, Hopkins touched on this the other week when you were pressuring him to talk about whether somebody should buy an AccuShadow or not.
I would never pressure anybody.
Then he just CZ 549er.
Yeah.
I can cancel my order today. Just go tell Angus no. But all right. The fact of the matter is that people want to have the best thing that is possible. Tim, let's go back to cars, right? Mm-hmm. Do you need a Lamborghini to drive you to your to work at your job on Monday. Absolutely never. Like, never. Not once. Do you need a car that goes past 60 miles an hour? No, you don't. Like,
hey, Keith, did you just order an AccuShadow?
Today?
Well, no. Like at some point in the recent past, you ordered an AccuShadow, right?
Well, yeah, because my buddy wanted one, so I piggybacked on. So.
So even though you know it's not necessary, you ordered.
Yeah, but a High Point will still shoot. I mean.
Absolutely. No, I have a $5,000 1911 that will shoot 1-inch groups at 50 yards all day long. No problem.
But will it run?
Absolutely run. You've seen the gun run. You shot it yourself.
I've seen it not run.
Oh,
no, you've never seen it not run.
It's a 1911, of course.
I was drunk when I was in that class. I don't remember.
You've never drank a beer in your life, you pussy.
Also that, yeah. That's also true.
Don't even try that shit. The gun ran 100%, and it runs 100%. That's the money you spend. So like, okay. So you're gonna validate. Like, you're going into a lot of things. Like, okay, will a Beretta do the job if you're Ben? And
it's a good gun.
Absolutely, it's a great gun. You pinch your hand if you do an overhanded. There's a lot of like bullshit ergonomics with that gun, but it shoots great.
Well, you can't power stroke it like Chris Costa. Yeah, that's going to hurt a little, but other than that, it's okay.
Exactly. It's a good gun. Like what's reasonable for USPSA shooting? Pretty much everything on the market. But then you well, okay, no Tauruses, but
no, I know a Glock XD, M&P, Beretta, SIG, CZs, Tanfoglio. Those will all work, right?
Yeah.
Well, I saw a guy shooting an MOS Glock the other night, and it suffered pretty badly because slide-mounted optics are stupid, and production optics is dumb. But in general,
he can be on any time he wants.
Generally speaking, yeah. I mean, dude. Generally speaking, yeah. Pretty much any production gun that won't choke on regular ammo is perfectly serviceable for USPSA.
Can't we just say a gun that runs is good enough?
That's more than that's.
Okay. But why do you shoot? Why do you shoot a CZ, man?
Because I'm employed by them.
It's a great gun.
It's a very good gun.
Well, what does that matter, though? Does it matter if it's very good?
Because it makes you feel good inside.
Does it? Does it make you feel good inside?
If I was worried about that, I'd be shooting an AccuShadow and shit, right?
But you have been for months.
No, I have not.
Even before it was legal.
So many questions about this now.
I'm gonna pound you about it. I'm not giving it up.
Yeah, that's right, Hopkins. Keith is gonna pound you.
All right, I'm fine. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I know you are. I'll buy you sushi for the extra sauce.
All right. Wait, we got to get on Tim Herron now. Tim, you shoot a SIG 320, which by most accounts is shit. Do you think it hurts you?
I don't think it hurts me at all. Smart ass.
Hey,
I love my gun.
Okay,
it's okay. I mean,
by your measure, I shoot the best single stack pistol made in the United States from combatprecision.com. And it doesn't. I'm not nearly as good as Tim Herron. So like.
And I shoot out of the box stock SIG 1911. So.
Yeah. So let's talk about you talk about it from that standpoint, maybe.
Yeah.
Limited guns, single stack guns, those things are like the custom built pieces, right?
That's just like the guys that'll buy let's say even a brand new, let's say STI Trojan. They spend what $1,100 on one, a couple $100 extra to put a mag well and whatever on it, soup it up, and then immediately go out and shoot. And they're like, oh man, I'm missing headshots at 25 yards, and you clearly. From an outside spectator standpoint, like, well, you just got to develop some trigger control and
there you go.
Better sight alignment, and then they're like, nope, I got to put a Barstow barrel in it, or I've got to put a Schumann in it.
All right, Tim. The thing that you're missing is if the gun doesn't really matter that much,
right?
Then why do you shoot a gun that you think is super badass?
Because I just like it. I like it. It's a personal preference.
You're just into it.
Yeah, I like it.
Because if something's wrong, I absolutely know it's not the gun's fault, it's my fault.
Is that why you shoot it?
That's why I do it.
Okay.
Like, I know for a fact that if I miss, it's not the gun's fault.
I've always felt that anyway.
Of course you thought that, but like, if you've got a gun that shoots 3-inch groups on a 6-inch plate, and your average deviation personally is like a couple inches here or there, it's very easy. Like, people think that a gun shoots a laser beam. It doesn't. It shoots a group.
I thought it shoots a bullet.
All right, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean.
Ben, why did you choose a Tanfo? I mean, what's...
Because it's fucking shiny and pimp?
Because it's shiny and pimp, because it loads easier.
I don't know if it really loads easier.
It's checkered all... It loads easier than a CZ. It's checkered all the way around.
I loaded my Beretta faster, I'll be honest with you.
Really? That's actually surprising to me.
Well, it's because the magazines are a bit lighter.
Oh, yeah. You're faster on the but not on the insert. On the.
Yeah.
This gets really nerdy now.
Well, as far as why I went with the Tanfo?
Yeah, I want to hear Ben Stoeger be a gear queer for like 37 seconds. Go.
Well, it was an easy transition from a Beretta because it's a double action gun, so the same sort of thing. So my choices were. If I'm done with Beretta, then I'm going to shoot a CZ or a Tanfo or HKP 30L.
Or a SIG.
Or a SIG, right? So the SIGs, the slide lock doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Because of where the slide lock's positioned, and that's the case with a lot of people.
It is tough, yes.
The P30Ls are retarded, and I'll just say it. And the CZs I like. I mean, I think they're good guns. It's just that the reach for the double action trigger is kind of weird. The single action works fine for me, but the reach is really long for the double.
Unless you put the Cajun, anyway.
I don't know anything. I don't know about the
double action.
I don't know about that Cajun shit. But with the Tanfo, the reach is a little bit shorter, so the gun just fits my hand well. It's not really about mechanically how well it performs or doesn't perform or anything like that. It fits me. So that's why I shoot a Tanfo, yeah.
So, right. So that's basically exactly what we're talking about. Like, the gun fits you. It fits what you want it to do.
I would like to say that it grants me a tangible advantage, that it makes women like follow me around and makes them very interested in me in a sexual way.
Let's say it makes shiny-legged robo women follow you.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything like that though, unfortunately. It's just a fucking gun.
Shiny-legged robo women follow you around. So, no, but so it's basically like it fits your hand. It works works how you want it to do, and you know that it will perform the way you want it to do. So if there's a mistake or a problem, then you can identify
I will say this,
and not the gun.
The gun mechanically is really accurate. It's more accurate than a Beretta, but maybe it's a little bit tighter chamber. Well, not maybe. It's definitely a little tighter chamber. So I can't like pick up ammo off the ground where it's like, oh, that's been laying there for 2 years, and I'll throw it in the chamber and it'll work. But it's accurate. It's quite accurate, so I like that. Well, but I don't think it matters.
Have you ever had a spot in any stage or any match, anywhere where you're like, oh, my gun fucked me? Because you don't shoot open, so like you're not an idiot. So.
Do I think my gun fucked me?
No,
not really. I don't really feel like my gun fucks me. Like I had a time once with my Beretta when the extractor wore out.
I've seen the webpage, so I know that it actually does. But continue.
Yeah, my Beretta, like the extractor wore out once, and it was like a 5-second malfunction to fix. But it's like my gun didn't really fuck me. I just didn't take care of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Copy that.
Or like my Tanfolios had problems, but it's always like it doesn't malfunction for no reason. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It's reliable in the sense that if it malfunctions, there's something worn or broken, or ammunition's out of spec or something. Like something is wrong.
But I think the larger question here is like people think that they can buy skills. So this is
well, can they not?
Well, I can buy all the classes that with you that I want to do. And
well, eventually you'll get better if you do them every week.
I mean, of course, I've gotten better. I melt all the Area 6 dumbasses' faces, but that's a different story. So, I mean, except for Kevin. So, like, you know, and
Kevin
and Andreas, like, and Kermit still beats my ass.
I heard there was something.
Except for yesterday. So anyway, we want to start on
Hopkins, what were you going to say? You were going to gossip it up? Nope. Shut up, you little hater. What were you going to say?
No, go ahead, Keith. You're talking.
Buying skill. Like, that's a thing in USPSA. It's a thing in any sport. It's a thing in everything, right? Where people think that they can just... Ben, stop it. They can... So, people believe that they can just improve by getting the new hotness. Like they have a shiny chrome gun.
I don't know if they think they can buy skill, but they think they can buy a new gun and do better, right?
Yeah. Well,
that's not really the case.
No, it's not.
I mean, I think it's also the case that like guns that people generally consider shit, like a Beretta, a lot of people consider shit.
Oh, it's a good gun.
I don't think it's as shit as a lot of people think it is. It's okay. It works fine. So if you shoot that gun and you're going to buy a different gun, you're probably not going to do a whole lot better.
I mean, the U.S. military's been killing a whole bunch of motherfuckers with that gun for a long time.
I mean, I don't know anything about that.
Seems to work.
Does it?
It works just fine. But no, it's like it's an inspiration. So like people like you buy a new guitar, you're inspired to like I bought a new guitar, I wrote a new song.
So right? Now you're gonna practice, right?
Right. Yeah, so that's the point. Like so maybe that's the thing that people like, oh, I bought this new gun and it's so great. It's not that the new gun is so great. It's that they're actually just enjoying this new thing that they got. So now they're actually practicing instead of like dicking around on the internet looking at Facebook.
It's exactly the new girlfriend syndrome, right?
There you go.
That's what I say. New girlfriend syndrome, baby. This new gun I got is so amazing. It's awesome.
It's not the fact that I just practiced for 8 hours last week.
Exactly.
Hey. Do it for like 3 weeks in a row and my skill advances.
Hey, man. I'm going to practice about 8 hours with your new girlfriend, like, when we get off this podcast, so that'll be great.
Whoa!
Damn.
But no, that's the thing, man. Like, it's exactly that. It's not the gun. Like, it's clearly not the gun. There's everybody has, like, everybody in everybody's club across the United States has the guy with, like, $20,000 worth of gear that can't hit a no-shoot if he tries.
Everybody knows him. I guarantee everybody here knows one.
You have at least 10 in your club.
Two of
what
us
are you trying to say, man?
Hard.
You fucker.
That guy has been buying skill for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Like, he's having a good time. Like, so that's the thing. It's like, are you having a good time, or are you trying to be the best?
Here's
if he's happy, then I'm happy.
Ben, how many platforms have you shot?
Platforms.
Like, ever?
Like in competition.
Realistically.
Two.
Tim Hearn.
Well, shit. Single stack doesn't really matter because it's one.
It matters like a motherfucker.
1911s or 1911s. As far as...
Are they, though? That's why Wilson Combat the same as a fucking Kimber? Asshole.
If they're both reliable, then yeah.
Well, they're not both reliable. Come on.
Depends on the example of both in that instance, because
we'll count 1911s as 1911s. Tim Hearn, how many platforms have you shot?
Production, probably 3.
Okay.
Keith?
Hopkins, it's been 2 for you, right?
2 for me, yeah. Keith, how many have you shot?
Yeah, single stack production and limited.
Well,
how many
platforms, hater?
How many platforms in each individual one?
Yeah.
In each individual division, yes.
Like 9?
Jesus. All right, so but that's actually good.
You guys see where I'm going?
I'm gonna count. I have to count. It might be more than that.
What we're seeing on the show here is that the number of platforms you've shot in competition is inversely correlated with your skill.
I think you're exactly right. I think you got
that's what I was going
for. Also, nuts on your chin. No, but that's exactly true. No, you're exactly right. So, I mean, Ben, you can back me up on this. The first time I showed up to your class,
you were terrible.
Oh my God, terrible.
Wait, what am I backing you up on?
Okay, well, you're backing me up on that to begin with.
Yes, terrible.
Terrible.
Depressing.
Depressing.
Not even fun to make fun of. Holy shit.
What?
That dude's terrible.
Well, I think now you're pretty much exaggerating.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Area 6 Rockstar, but maybe it's terrible.
What does that really mean? Charles Bond is an Area 6 Rockstar. Bobby Keegan's Rockstar.
Okay, let's not start there. But okay, $5,000 gun shoots like a fucking laser beam, fantastic. Is that important? No. But do cool. I know? But it's cool. Hey, I got it. I own it. I got a whole bunch of shit. I can pull it out. Put it on the podcast. Look at my shit. Doesn't matter.
I'll be honest with you. If I had a gun that shot like a laser beam, I'm not good enough to even know it.
Exactly.
I wouldn't know.
Welcome to the point that I was making 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Yeah, because I'm an idiot, and most people are. Most humans are.
Yes. Okay. Well, Hopkins.
Okay.
Anything else to say about this?
You
started with an M&P. You moved on to a CZ. Now you're making $600,000 a year shooting a CZ.
Jesus.
You never stop on you.
You don't underrate him like that.
Tim Heron, Team Sig. You never have to work again. Retirement plan is paid for.
I'm telling you.
It's amazing. Sig 320, right?
Yep.
So it doesn't matter, you're saying?
Doesn't matter.
That's why you can win with the Sig 320.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I love that guy.
All right, haters. Let's move on to a shooting question. Let me pull one up here.
While he's pulling it up, I'll say combatprecision.com, and I beat all of the former hosts of
This is the most ad we've ever had on a show.
We're ready for the ad read. What do we do? We're talking about, what is it called?
Product placement. That's what
it's called. Are we going to have a giveaway here soon or something?
I'm just going to go grab, hang on, let me grab my single stack real quick. I'm just going to put it in the frame.
Oh my gosh.
This makes Tim all sad because his shit is too wide in the back.
What? What are you doing?
But it runs.
We have a shooting question.
Exactly.
We have several of them. It depends on what you're in the mood for.
Hurry up, just find one.
Yeah?
Good ones. Good ones.
Good ones?
Good question.
All right. As you may know firsthand, some stages can piss you off. They don't go as planned. Either you lost some time from a bad reload clip to no shoot. That'll be you, Hopkins. Or worse, throwing a mic. What do you, or you guys, do to bounce back after a bad stage, especially when it was significant enough to drop you back in the overall? Are there any strategies you employ to get back on track, like self-talk, distraction tactics, or simply curse your ass off in the corner and return to the next stage? How do you get yourself back in the game when shit goes bad? Keith, I hate to throw you under the bus, dude, but this seems like the best question for you.
It is pretty much exactly. You've seen me do it. I think the question is it asking in the middle of the stage or after the stage?
I think we're talking about the stage is over.
Yeah.
They've tallied up the no-shoot hits. You feel bad about yourself. And how do you get yourself back in the game for the next stage?
Yeah, it's a big problem. That's been a big problem for me, overcoming that. Just shoot like a hero, then fuck up a stage, and then just blow the rest of the match. Just destroy everything.
Yeah.
Because you're mad, you want to go fast, you want to do all these things. Like, to me, I just walk off, breathe, talk to myself, and just tell myself, like, just.
What do you say to yourself?
I tell them, like, they just go back to, like, you already know what to do. Just do that. It's like this typical, like, stupid pat comment. You're good enough, you're smart enough, people like you, blah blah blah. Like, just tell yourself that. Like, you already know what you're supposed to do. Just stop trying to go faster. You're never gonna win back that last stage. You're never gonna take back the mistakes that you made. Those are done. They're over. Move past it and just move on. Don't let that frustration or the heat or the day or the tiredness or anything else get to you. Just shoot what you already know that you can do. Shoot to your ability. It seems really Eno-y, but it's like, shoot to your ability, see what you need to see, blah blah blah. Like, that's the things that you say to yourself, Like, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Like,
you can complain about it.
You can complain about it. You can go bitch to your buddy, and you can build it up in your head and get all mad about it. Or you can move on and shoot the next stage.
All right, Hopkins, what do you do? How do you move past a shit stage?
I mean, I got to go back and do. I know I have a process to do for each stage. I just got to revert back to doing that. You can't.
Do you give yourself some time to be mad? Be like, God damn it, I fucking suck and I hate myself and I'm gonna go cut myself.
I call that Monday.
I do that for like maybe a couple minutes, but then I realize that how is that going to help me for the rest of the match, and realize that doesn't work. So more and more now, I don't even do that at all. Yeah, I'll remember it, or I know I did that, and I did fuck that up or whatever, and then I'll do it after the match is over, and then analyze it.
So you kind of set it aside, and you just focus on the process to shoot the next stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How about you, Tim Heron? You like to wallow in your misery?
Nope, not anymore. I'm the same way as you guys. It's focus on the process, and if I get mad about it or whatever, it's kind of the same thing as Matt. It's maybe give myself 35 to 40 seconds to just be like, fuck, that was stupid, or God damn it, I can't believe I did that, and then it's gone. It's out. Move on. Maybe, I don't know, maybe tell myself sometimes, reduce it to, okay, that was your one fuck up. That's going to be the only one the rest of the day. Let's march on. Keep going.
Yeah. That's your
I like that. I like that, Tim. That's how I feel. It's like sometimes you have fuck ups and you're like, God damn it, and then you just, whatever, just drive on.
Can I relate?
That was one. That was one. Let's leave it at one. Yeah.
Can I relate this to something outside of shooting for a second? Like, when I was a big time tournament poker player, famous, and all this other shit. Like, you guys can look me up.
Hey,
like,
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith. Just as an FYI, if you have to tell people you were famous, you weren't famous.
Well, if people Google my name, they'll figure it fucking out. Like, that's fine.
I've got a Googly machine right here.
Google it up, bitch. But if you have a bad spot in a poker tournament, and you let that affect you, and you let that bother you, I see Matt searching right now.
I'm searching too.
I'll send you information later, bitches.
If you let that fattest man, Keith Martin, dies, aged 44.
Yes,
this
exactly.
Is the first result.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
So, all right.
You've won way more than me, like.
Can I make my fucking point?
Yeah, you can make your fucking point.
You told us to Google you.
I didn't say that.
You said Google it, bitches.
Well, I told you that.
All right.
Jesus, this is like the most long-winded. You're making me more long-winded than I normally am. That's terrible. Like, stop it.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay.
No,
I'm listening, Keith.
The point is, you make a mistake.
Hey, is your hometown Tucson?
If you make a mistake, you can't let the mistake affect you. You move on from it.
So, like the mistake you made when you talked about how you were a famous poker player.
You gotta
All
move
that
on.
is some dude from the UK.
Wait, no, I found a Keith Martin hometown Tucson. He won $3,870 in a no-limit hold'em tournament in 2005.
Okay, NEBLIS. Look that up. This is like, are we dick measuring right now?
You make some claim.
Dude, I support you as a pro poker player. It just amuses me that you were good at something at some time.
Oh, God
Jesus. Dude, I'm going to remind you of that the next time that your tongue is on my nuts.
Oh.
My tongue?
It's going to be bad.
It's already there, don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's been there, but it'll be there again, and you will apologize. So don't even start with me.
All right.
Okay.
Tim Heron.
Did you make
sent.
We had shooting questions.
Keith is busy. Keith is busy defending himself. Hopkins is busy googling him. Do you have anything else to say?
I think
this
is terrible.
I think we've attacked it enough.
No, we have. This guy's looking for
answer.
Well, no, I will say the guy's looking for specific strategies to kind of move past.
I think one of the strategies that works for me is just kind of like what we were talking about, though, where it's like, not that I go into a match of any kind and expect or prepare myself to like, okay, you're allowing yourself one or two mistakes, but at the same time, if you make a mistake, you can't let it be like, wow, shit, that's the end of the world. The whole match is ruined. Like I said, maybe put it in your mind as leave it at one. That was it. That was the one mistake I'm going to make the rest of the day. Fucking move on. Shoot the way I know how to shoot, perform the way I know how to shoot, and execute. That's it.
I feel like people need to maintain perspective of their shooting. Kind of like if you look at a match breakdown for a big match, there's going to be mistakes.
Always.
And remembering that, it's like, okay, you can move past it because everybody's going to fuck up.
And that's exactly one of the things I wanted to add in there too. Was just, okay, fuck, I made a mistake there. You know what? The match is long. Everybody else is going to have fuck ups too. It's just,
But that's a learning experience for later and not something to beat yourself up with repeatedly right now.
Right.
Put it in the book, write it down, fix it later, and move on and do the thing that you already know how to do.
Well, that's excellent advice, Keith.
Well, why don't you delete the other bullshit before that and put that there?
Okay, we'll delete it. I will edit this podcast. Nobody will know you're looking like a fucking idiot. Thank you so much for joining us, Keith. Go to sitepicturemedia.com if you'd like to get in touch with Keith. Have him take pictures of you, your gun, or whatever. You do pornography as well, right, Keith?
No, only for your wife.
Damn. Shit. Hopkins at hopkinsshooting.com. Tim Heron is available at. If you'd like to get in touch with me, go to bensteger.com and send me your shooting questions. I'd love to answer them for you. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.